All right, so this is a pretty interesting one here. So this patient has broken her ankle years ago and was cast in a plaster cast to obviously set the ankle and heal the break. Now, so what's happened here is this is the anterior edge where the plaster cast has actually caused the skin to become scarred. So what we think has happened is the skin's become necrotic and died, much like a pressure lesion, and it's caused a scar on the front of the foot. So this is based on what the patients told us and what the pictures they've showed us of when the cast was removed. All of this area here was all black and twisted. So what's going on is the cast has actually pinched the forefoot skin and caused it all to die and become necrotic, much like a bed sore would. So the unfortunate result of that is you've got the scar on the front of the foot, very similar to if she's trodden on a glass bottle or something like that. And because it's a weight-bearing area, the scar causes more pressure and the callousing to form there. So what we're doing is just removing all of that callus because there's not really any other option other than get in there and remove this. Now, this needs to be done every 4 weeks. Now, it really just reiterates the point that when you're doing plaster casting or even taping, you really want to make sure there's no crinkles or anything in the actual plaster cast or the taping that we do, because you can actually cause some really quite long-lasting effects like this, and this one obviously being a scar. So this one right where we're working on now, I'll see if we can get it in the camera. You can see there's a little corn right in there, so we have to go and shave that out right along the length of that the scar. Otherwise, when she walks around on this one, it becomes painful. So this is immediate relief for the patient. We're going in there with obviously a sterile 15 blade, and we're getting right down in that little corn section there now. So this is actually the second one like this we've ever had. The first one was obviously, if you've seen our videos before, from the girl that stood on the glass bottle and had a corn in the scar. This one's obviously from the plaster cast, as we discussed earlier. So this needs to be cut back every 4 weeks, which is an absolute pain for the patient, but there's not really another way to do this. We use obviously orthotics with pressure relief and a metatarsal dome to try and deflect the pressure off this area. They help, but they're not perfect. So we've got to go in and just remove this. And so she plans a lot of her life around when she can get in to see us. So she won't go on holidays before getting this done, because she knows if she has to walk, this will hurt her foot, which is really disappointing for her, because it's just become a thing that sort of dominates her life. So we're going to be looking at other ways we can actually potentially reduce that scar, but in the short term, we just need to keep reducing this down, getting her to wear supportive footwear and cushioning the area.